Hello everybody. Listen, I've got a great little activity you can do at home today. It's a physics experiment and it uses an apple to describe inertia. And you're like, wait a minute, what's inertia again? Well, it's a property of matter and as we'll see, it actually matters. Let me show you. Now for this activity you need three things. You need the apple of course, but you also need a thin lightweight dowel and something to pound with, like maybe a hammer, or I'm just going to use this wooden mallet. Now a long time ago a great scientist by the name of Sir Isaac Newton, he described inertia like this. And by the way, I'm greatly paraphrasing here. He said an apple at rest, or any object, at rest tends to stay at rest, while an object in motion tends to stay in motion. Now the more massive something is, the more it has that tendency, or I should say, a better way to say it would be that it takes more energy to change its state. So if it's moving, it's hard to stop it, and if it's sitting still, it's hard to get it going again. So what we're going to do is take this thin dowel and we're going to stab it into the end of this apple, push it all the way through if you can, and then you're going to hang it like this, and then you're just going to start tapping on the end of the dowel. Now, what do you think is going to happen? Okay, now according to Newton, this apple, this massive apple, and I say massive because compared to the dowel it actually is, it should remain at rest. Well, let's see if that's indeed true. Okay, so here we go. You ready? I don't know if you can see what's going on, folks, but look at this. The apple appears to be climbing up the dowel in violation of Newton's laws. Well, we can relax here because no laws have been broken. The apple was indeed remaining at rest. What was happening was we were accelerating the lightweight dowel through this massive apple. Now, that is a fun little activity. It does sort of look like magic, doesn't it? But you might wonder, well, as fun as that is, are there any practical applications to this? Well, I'm glad you asked. There's actually many, but here's a good example. Let's say you were out in the backyard building a dog house or a chicken house or something, and you're pounding with your hammer when you notice that the head of the hammer has gotten dangerously loose, could fly off and hurt somebody. You might be tempted to take another hammer and start pounding on the end of it to try to drive that down onto the handle. But if you're doing that, you are actually fighting inertia. Check this out. Let me pull this off. We're going to stick it upside down. Look at this. Turn it upside down and start striking or accelerating the less massive handle into the hammerhead. Check this out. Just a few taps, and this thing is wedged on there tight. It's safe. You can go back to work using inertia. Anyway, folks, that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you in the next video very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.